basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns. Now, here's Nash and the starting group for the Spurs. Duncan is out there with Muhammad. Then there's Ori. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Bowen in at the 2. Duncan against Barbosa. He dishes it to Stoudemire. Comes up empty down low. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Parker. And he converts the layup.
And Parker is the ultimate attacker in the open floor. He gets the ball and doesn't think twice about getting to the rim.
Now here's Nash. Richardson outside. To the inside. A steal. Ori against Nash. Here's Parker. Tries from 10. And no good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Nash. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Duncan right side. And the officials call a traveling violation. Pass to Barbosa. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Marion kicks to Nash. The pass to Stoudemire. Shoots over Muhammad. Stoudemire, and that is good.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
San Antonio with the ball. Parker outside. Over Marion. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Parker's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Jackson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. The Spurs also with the sub. Barry's checked in. The Suns shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
Here's Parker. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Jackson dishes to Stoudemire. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Kicks it to Parker. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Bowen shot is off.
No, when the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Richardson, no luck. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Bowen. Inside. Duncan with the bucket.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's Richardson, and he gets it to go. Nash has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 7-point differential over Nash. And Stoudemire pulls it down. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That one good for 2. 6 points for Steve Nash.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
To the middle. Here's Duncan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Both shots good from the stripe. Nash outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Duncan is out there with Barry. Then it's Tony Parker. Then there's Muhammad, and it's Bowen in at the 2.
And when Parker first came into the league, he didn't have that jumper. He's put a ton of time into making it a dangerous weapon in his offensive arsenal.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Passes it to Bowen. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Bowen's got his first basket.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Out to Marion. And here's Nash outside. The shot missing. Great D that time from Duncan. Over to the wing. The 3 ball. Goes back up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for. And the Suns making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Or he's checked in for San Antonio. Suns leading by 3. Now Barbosa. No points in the game yet for him. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Floats one. Bowen's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Yeah, and how about the determination of Bowen defensively? He's active and always efficient with that corner tray ball.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He hits both from the stripe. And here is Barbosa. Marion outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up. The Suns shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And Marion drops them both. Spurs trail by 3. Parker outside. Pass to Bowen. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Here's Parker with the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Jackson kicks to Barbosa. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Phoenix. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Marion. And it's Richardson in for Jackson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Parker. Off on the layup.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It's tipped.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, but Greg, that's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And when Parker's converting on the pull-up J, it has to be demoralizing to the defense.
Duncan against Barbosa. Kicks it out to Richardson. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Parker with it. Barbosa picks him up. Here's Bowen. Pass to Duncan. It's deflected. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. The feed now to Stoudemire. And Stoudemire slams it in.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
Here's Parker. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Parker, right side. Fires the three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They have an 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. And that's a...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Shawn Marion really having a great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Nash is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Marion. Then there's Richardson. And it's Stoudemire in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Nash gets double teamed. For 3, Richardson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Duncan. He's got 7. Here's Muhammad. That one wide left.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Nash outside. Kicks it out to Barbosa. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good with the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns leading by 8. Richardson outside. There's Nash with the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Parker against Nash. Here's Duncan.
And you got to respect the quick hands of Marion. Awesome at contesting shots with that long reach.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
No good on the second free throw. Parker against Nash. To the paint, 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Barry's checked in. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Parker. They get it back. Duncan on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Nash against Parker. It's Nash with the drive. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Nash gets double teamed. Stoudemire. And the jam by Stoudemire.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Duncan trying to break loose. Parker passes to Barry. Jacks up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Duncan. Parker looking over the floor. 46 seconds left in the third. Dishes it to Muhammad. And the pass to Ori. Shot clock at 3. That's a 2 from Parker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
Down low. Nash kicks to Jackson. Richardson outside. Nash outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
No good from Duncan.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good thing.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. We've got Barry. Ori is out there with Duncan. Then there's Parker, and it's Bowen in at the shooting guard.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Duncan. The 10-footer finds the target.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Suns leading by 8. Now here is Barbosa. He kicks to Outlaw. From deep. Rebounded by Bowen. Spurs trail by 8. Wide open. And right through it goes. And the Suns call time here. We've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Barbosa kicks to Richardson. And the Suns miss again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Duncan. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to Duncan.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to Parker, beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
And Tony Parker does it again. My.
To the inside. Here's Stoudemire. And it's denied. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Parker against Barbosa. Passes to Outlaw. Here's Stoudemire. To stop the drought. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And another basket for San Antonio.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Timeout call, the Suns. They're trailing by 1. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
He's accounted for the bulk of their scoring, and that's really nothing new. No team likes to rely too heavily on one player, but when you've got a guy with this amount of talent, you've got to lean on him like they have.
Parker outside. Pass to Muhammad. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Stoudemire kicks it over to Nash. Pass to Barbosa. Takes the 3. The shot comes out. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Nash drawing the double team. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Looking to end the run. Barbosa's shot is off. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
Nash with it. There's the 3. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And dialing up the 3-ball, he finally puts it into the 14. Nothing run by the Spurs.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's going to come down to a 3-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
It's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with